Don't share your enrollment number in message box. So good evening, everybody. Today we are going to discuss about Unit 10.
Good evening, sir.
Part of Unit 10, not full of. Some part we have discussed in last class. So in this part, there is a very important term, that is phenomenology. Phenomenology. You know, the great scientist, the great educationist, Edmund Husserl. You know the Edmund Husserl, Alfred, and others who have described the world not in terms of physical environment but as a symbolically endowed word of meanings. So according to those philosophers and educationists, so world is not the term of physical environment. So the physical environment is available with us, that cannot be give clear-cut information about the world, that is not sufficient. According to them, it is a symbolically endowed. Under this, develop the capacity to disseminate what acts and experiences are desirable as per culture and society. Understanding the role of authority in the educative process in a traditional way. Make individuals free to get experience, analyze them, think and then act upon. Developing an intuitive quality of mind. Develop reflective consciousness to understand objective, subjective or intuitive sources of knowledge. Now let us discuss one by one. What is it? I have frequently told several times not to send any enrollment number for the purpose of attendance in the message box. It creates disturbance me. It is not meant for your attendance. तुम भावुच जे मेसेज टे कर दे कि मु लीव करी पळै जीवी. No. Mo during the class, I am time to time every 20 minutes I take this screenshot. That is treated as attendance, not your message. Don't disturb me again and again. एमे करूच थरे कहिले बुझी जिबा कथा आ बुझी पारन कोन इन्फॉर्मेशन ता पाई पारन. मेसेज बॉक्स रे मेसेज द्वार किछ आवश्यकता नाही. Clear? It creates disturbance to the RPs, resource persons. So, one is develop the capacity to disseminate what acts and experiences are desirable as per culture and society. Who can say what is the meaning of this sentence? Anybody? I invite her. Give your response. Develop the capacity to disseminate what acts and experiences are desirable as per culture and society. Who can say the meaning of this sentence? Yes, anyone?
Sir, according to the culture and society, the phenomenology distributes its capacity.
Yes.
What is to be acts and what is to be the
Can
experiences.
you say? Here is showing shining star.
Yes, sir.
Anyone? You are 121 students, but no one is ready to speak. Who can say the meaning of this sentence? develop the capacity to disseminate what acts and experiences are desirable as per culture and society.
Sir, disseminate means to spread knowledge or
anybody?
experience. Sir, disseminate means to spread knowledge or experience. So we are
Hello?
living in a society which needs different
Hello?
cultures.
Am I audible or not? अरे मते सुनी पारो तो?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. Audible.
I think my voice is not audible.
Audible,
तपन
audible.
कुमार तुम भॉइस मते कहीं सुबुनी?
ଆଜ୍ଞା sir ଏଠି ଇଏ କହୁଛି ଯେ ଆଜ୍ଞା sir
हेलो?
ଆଜ୍ଞା sir ଭଏସ ଠିକ ଆସୁଛି
तपन I am not
Hello, sir.
listening you.
ଆଜ୍ଞା sir
तपन
ଆଜ୍ଞା sir ଶୁଣା ଯାଉନି କି ଯାହା କିଛି ମୁଁ କହୁଛି
हेलो?
ଆଜ୍ଞା sir ଭଏସ ଆସୁନି କି
Just I am leaving and ମୁଁ ଲିଭ୍ କରିକି ଆଇଗन ଜଏନ୍ କରୁଛି ଦେଖିଆ ଜଣା पड़िबो କାଇଁ ମୁଁ सुनी पारुनी. Hello?
ଆଜ୍ଞା sir
Give your response.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
yes
Hello?
sir
Aଜ୍ଞା, sir. Aଜ୍ଞା, sir.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
Yes, sir.
ଜଣେ ମତେ
Yes,
କଲ୍
sir.
କଲ. Anyone call me, telephone me.
ଆଜ୍ଞା sir
ଜଣେ କିଏ କଲ୍ କଲା ଟେଲିଫୋନ ରେ. What is the problem? କଣ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ହେଲା କାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଶୁଣି ପାରୁନି? ତପନ ଟିକେ କଲ୍ କରିବଟି ମତେ. हेलो हाँ हाँ तम भॉइस मु काई सुनि
Yes,
पारुनी
sir.
मते काहर भॉइस सुबुनी.
Sir.
Sir,
Hello.
sir, ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ମୋବାଇଲ
ନା
ଟାକୁ
ନା ନା
ସୁଇଚ୍ ଅଫ୍
ସ୍ପିକର ଟା ମୋର
କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ।
ଖରାପ ହେଇନି ସେ କହୁଛି କଣ ଲେଖୁଛି ଲେ ଆଉଟ योर स्पीकर इज ओहो सॉरी 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 ना 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 हेला एनीवन नाउ स्पीक विथ
Hello, sir.
एनीवन गिव रेस्पॉन्स.
Yes,
Aଜ୍ଞା
sir.
sir.
हाँ
Hello,
यस
hello, sir. Yes, sir.
yes yes all right I am listening okay thank you thank you thank you thank you okay 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 से स्पीकर टा ऑफ हो जाइछि राइट राइट ओके थैंक यू ऑल. So I am sharing the slide. Okay, 1 minute. Yes. So the first sentence is, now am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. I am also listening you. Develop the capacity to disseminate what acts and experiences are desirable as per culture and society. Anyone?
ସାର୍
Sir,
ଇଏ କହୁଛି ଯେ ଆମେ ଡେଭଲପ
capacity
ସାର୍ ଇଏ
develop
କହୁଛି
କରିବା
ଯେ
ଯାହା
ଆମେ
ଦ୍ୱାରା
କିଛି ଡେଭଲପ କାପାସିଟି କରିବା ଯୋଉ ଆକ୍ଟ ଆମେ କରିବା ଆଉ ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ କରିବା ଡିଜାରେବୁଲ କାହା ପାଇଁ ନା ଗୋଟେ ସୋସାଇଟି ପାଇଁ ବା କଲଚରାଲ ପାଇଁ ହେଇପାରେ
Yes.
ଆମେ ଡିସେମିନେଟ
Yes.
କରିବା
Any
କୋଉ ଆକ୍ଟ
other?
କରିବା କୋଉ ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ କରିବା ଗୋଟେ
Yes.
ଆଜ୍ଞା
Yes.
ସାର୍
Okay. Any other?
Sir, ଯେଉଁ acts and experience ଗୁଡାକ social and culture society
Okay, okay, I got it.
society and culture ଦ୍ୱାରା accepted ତାହାକୁ disseminate କରିବାର capacity କୁ develop କରିବା.
Okay, okay. Nivedita Ratha, you may speak now. Nivedita.
Yes, sir.
ହଁ ତୁମେ ହାତ ଟେକିଥିଲ ତ ମୁଁ ସେ ଯୋଉ କହିଲି କହିବାର ଅଛି କି?
ନାଇଁ ସାର୍ ଭୁଲରେ ଟେକିଗଲା।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ହଉ ଓକେ ଓକେ so two friends of you they describe the meaning of this sentence that the capacity to disseminate the acts and experiences through involving any activity gathering own experience one can develop his or her capacity ability and that is meant for the society and it is developed by the cultural background and social activities. Second one is understanding the role of authority. Therefore, being a teacher, we should always be careful to involve our students in different social activities. Not only social activities, but also
Cultural activities too.
yes, yes, all the cultural input should be done, should be given. And today, after your class, I will rush to my college. For your class, I left the college. Today, there is a cultural meet in between the B.Ed students of RI Bhubaneswar, Regional Institute of Education Bhubaneswar, you know it very well, and our students, are the B.Ed students of NKCT Anugul. They are here, 1 week back, they are here in their community work program. This is a part of their B.Ed training program. And today is the last day. And all are the invited to the program. The students of both RI and our college, they invited us as the faculty member. So, there is a cultural exchange program. The students of B.Ed, they are going to the community, participate with the community members. Why? Now, to gather experience, how to use that experience in different contexts, and that will be used in their classroom situation. Why? Now, to make the learners learning improved, to facilitate the learners in a very wonderful manner in creating the conducive environment. Therefore, the learners can acquire the experience feeling in the real situation. गोटे सुस्थ वातावरण भितरे लर्नर माने लर्न करिवार सुविधाटे पाइबे. एई कथाटी किए करिवो ना the teacher will do it. How can the teacher do? So the teacher should be trained. They should gather more experience. So next point is understanding the role of authority in the educative process in a traditional way. Understanding the role of authority in the educative process in a traditional way. Who can say it? Anybody?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍ ଇଏ କହୁଛି ଯେ ଆମେ ରୋଲ କୁ ଅଣ୍ଡରଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡ କରିବା ଗୋଟେ ଏଜୁକେଟିଭ ପ୍ରୋସେସ ରେ ଆଉ ଜଣେ ଅଥରିଟି ର ଏଜୁକେସନ ପ୍ରୋସେସ ରେ ତାର ଟ୍ରାଡିସନାଲ ୱେ ରେ ତାର କଣ ରୋଲ ରହୁଛି ସେଟା ଶିଖଉଛି.
Hello. ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ ଅଛି. ହଁ ଓକେ ଓକେ. Okay. Anybody? Tapana has give his response.
ଆଜ୍ଞା
Oh yes,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
yes,
ସାର୍
you are right.
କହୁଛି ଯେ ଗୋଟେ ଆଜ୍ଞା
Yes, I listen you, Tapan. Anybody? Any other?
Sir, in a traditional way, The role of authority in educative process, we have to understand that.
yes yes ଆଉ କିଏ କହିବାର କିଛି ଅଛି କି?
Sir,
You
for
see,
Sir,
example,
ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ଏଇନେ sir ଆପଣ
ହଁ
sir ଏଇନେ ଯୋଉ
କୁହ।
କହୁଥିଲେ multicultural placement program
ହୁଁ
ସାର୍ ସେ ପାର୍ଟି ଯୋଉ ଆରଆଇ ର ମୁଁ ଜଣେ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇଛି ଆମର ଆଜି ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଡେ ସାର୍ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ କ୍ଲାସ ବେଶୀ ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିପାରୁନଥିଲି
ତୁମେ ଅଛ
ଆମର
କି
ଲାଷ୍ଟ
ଏଠି?
ଡେଟ୍ ଅଛି
ତପନ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ତୁମେ
ସାର୍ ମୁଁ
ଅଛ ଏଠି?
କନ୍ଧମାଳରେ ଅଛି ଏବେ
ଏଁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍ ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଓ
ସାର୍
ଆରଆଇ ରୁ ତମେ ସାଡେ ଗୋଟେ ଦଳ ଯାଇଛ?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍ ଆମେ କନ୍ଧମାଳ ଆସିଛୁ ଏବେ ଦାରିଙ୍ଗବାଡି
ତମେ କୋଉ ଇୟର ର?
ଆମେ ସାର୍ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଇୟର ଆମର
ଇଏ
କମ୍ୟୁନିଟି
ଇଏ ଇଏ
କହୁଛୁ
ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ବୋଧେ ଫୋର୍ଥ ସେମିଷ୍ଟାର ପିଲା, ଆମ ଅନୁଗୁଳ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ଫୋର୍ଥ ସେମିଷ୍ଟାର ପିଲା।
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍ ସେମାନେ
ଅନୁଗୁଳ
ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି
ଆସିଛନ୍ତି
କମ୍ୟୁନିଟି
ଫୋର୍ଥ
ୱିଥ୍
ସେମିଷ୍ଟାର।
ୱାର୍କ ଆଜ୍ଞା
ହୁଁ
ସାର୍ ସେମାନେ ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି ଏବେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ବିଏ ମାନେ ବିଏଡ୍ 2 ଇୟର ବିଏଡ୍ ମାନେ ଫୋର୍ଥ ଥର ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ ଇଣ୍ଟିଗ୍ରେଟେଡ୍ ବିଏଡ୍ ବି ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି
ଓକେ
4
ଓକେ
ବର୍ଷ ଅନୁଗୁଳ ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
very good very good very good okay so this is a very nice program of RI. It gives very practical experience to the learners how to see the society community and what is their role toward the community they understand during their academic tenure. So another is make individuals free to get experience, analyze them, think and then act upon. It is very clear to everybody we should not force our students to do this, to do that. No, all individuals should enjoy freedom. For what? Now freedom for experience, gathering experience. So involving in different activities, they have to gather their own experience. What experience they gather, they have to analyze. After analysis, they think. When they think it is right, take the decision and act accordingly. And developing an intuitive quality of a mind. Through all these, one can develop his mind in a systematic manner. Constructive idea will be come into the mind. Make oneself free from destructive attitudes, destructive temperament, etc. Develop reflective consciousness to understand objective, subjective, or intuitive source of knowledge. So, source of knowledge is a variety of, there are a variety of source of knowledge. So, the children should they should gather experience to participate, share in different ways, different areas. Thereby, they can make themselves resourceful and fit for the teaching profession. Another is experience. Under experience, one is empiricism. Empiricism is an attitude of mind. Empiricism is nothing, it is an attitude of mind, not a specific school of philosophy. It is not treated as a specific schools of philosophy. Philosophy is an attempt to systematize, explain, and understand from the facts of experience. Accordingly, Bacon, Hobbes, Locke, Berkeley, Hume advocated that empiricism is very important for all. So, mind should be developed with the variety of experiences and participating in different activities. So, from the own experience, the child learns, gathers experience, understand the fact, and decide what to do and how to do. So there is a Chinese proverb: teacher shows the path, teacher opens the door, but students themselves enter into it. Clear? So never put the students spoon fed. ପିଲାକୁ ଆମେ ଏଭଳି ଟ୍ରେନ୍ ଅପ୍ କରିବା, ଏଭଳି ତାଲିମ ଦେବା, ଏଭଳି अभ्यास रे परिणत करेवा जे दे कैन eat themselves, they can cook themselves, but you have to provide the articles for cooking. आमे जिनस दे दबा से रोसे करिवे से खाइबे से बासन माजिबे से तार मजा नेबे से तार every good aspect, opposite aspect, negative aspects, positive aspects, everything they can enjoy. So teacher should open the door, show the way they have to walk. Just I experienced जे MES-16 पढ़ाउछन्ती, he is my teacher. I pursued my PhD under his guidance. मु क्लास रच पर कथा है मु कथा क्लास रे अछि गोटे क्लास करछ ऑनलाइन. सो पिला खाली डाक पकई छन्ती अरे मु एठ बरा क्लास नउची. ओके. During my PhD I remember it, my beloved teacher treated me in such a way, thereby today I am able to guide other students. बहुत टीचर अछंती पैसा नहीं करी लिखि देबे स्टूडेंट पीएचडी डॉक्टरेट पाई जे मु तो मो लाइफ रे 4-5 टा डिसर्टेशन लिखि छी, पीएचडी थीसिस लिखि छी, लोग पीएचडी डॉक्टरेट पाई छंती. किंतु a teacher should not do this. Always show the way, facilitate them. The learner, the scholar will do himself or herself. Thereby, the scholar can learn and he can able to guide, she can able to guide. This is very important. You should remember it. So, this is the thought of Bacon, Hobbes, Locke, all the philosophers. So, aims of education is accordingly friendly, understanding, civil temper and wisdom, develop the ability to understand simple ideas, then complex. So, simple to complex. We should proceed from simple to complex. Never proceed from complex to simple. Who are teachers of English? Who are teachers of mathematics? Who are teachers of science? But dear learners, you think we never put a complicated thing before our students because it will create a fear in their mind. Simple, as per their ability, you put a problem to do. ଯେତେବେଳେ ପିଲାଟେ ନିଜେ କରିପାରିବ ତାର ସେଲ୍ଫ କନଫିଡେନ୍ସ ଡେଭଲପ କରିବ ଯେ yes I can do, yes I can do. ଗୋଟେ टीचर थांती एथर क्वेश्चन करछि पिलांका मुह भांगी जीवो से भली शिक्षकଙ୍କର मुह भांगी देवा दरकार से भली शिक्षकଙ୍କର दांत झड़े देवा दरकार अर्थात the teacher who has no teaching ability is not fit for teachership. They are doing so. So variety of standard students are with us. We should think about their strength, weakness, ability. As per their ability, we should put them question. We should give them assignment. जदि मु तांको सेही भले असाइनमेंट न देइस त करि परिबे नै ए त भय करिवे लुचिबे स्कूल छाडिबे ड्रॉप आउट होबो पाठ पढिबे नै. So no, this should not be done. So strength and weakness, the learner's ability is taken into consideration. To provide knowledge which has a high degree of certainty and which is demonstrative. आमे एभली पिलांकु सहयोगतिय दबा, we have to facilitate the learners in such a way they can construct their knowledge. They cannot remember it through practicing. They cannot follow rote learning approach technique. So thereby, a student must be think himself or herself, realize himself or herself that this is not difficult. This is easy. So this is the another example. This is the fact. Thereby, their understanding can put them in a real world. To inculcate the scientific attitude and temper among the students, always think about it, gives focus on it. Scientific attitude and temper should develop in the mind of the students. Another is realism. Realism, you know, which is based on the principle of reality. Reality means what? The true fact, true incident, true activities.
Study of metaphysics.
Yes, yes, good, Tapas. Yes, you are right. So realists say that mind is distinct from the object of its knowledge, and there is no priority of mind over the objects of its knowledge. Chief protagonists of realism are MacMaster, Milton, John Locke, Comenius, Rattak, and Russell. These are the chief master of this idea, this philosophy. Okay. What are the aim of this education, realism? Now, to develop the physical and mental powers of a child. It is very important. Realism advocates what? Now, to develop the physical and mental powers of a child. Both physical power is very important. There is a proverb. Sound mind can possible with a sound body. If physically one is not suitable fit, he cannot learn. His mind cannot function effectively. Make awareness in a child about real world. What is the world about? You see, visualize the world. Don't believe upon the words of others without observing, without verifying it. Today, to provide the training of senses, all the sense organs should be get proper training. My teacher, one of my teacher, always told me, always keep open of your all sense organs. Keep open of your eyes, ear, mouth, nose, everything. Receive everything. You analyze which are essential, you store it, others you have to delete it. So it is a process of the computer, which is essential. After analysis, you return it, others you have to delete it. But we should receive everything. To develop the attitude of experimentation, realistic belief, vocational education. Another is naturalism. Naturalism emphasized the idea of nature as opposed to the God, idea of a God and spirit, while idealism believed on it, God and spirit, ईश्वर सब ଦେଇଦେବେ ଆମେ ପରିଶ୍ରମ ନ କଲେ ବି କିନ୍ତୁ naturalism, the philosophers who believed on naturalism, they told, no, 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 no. If I cannot cook, how can I eat? If I cannot do the labor, how can I get the result? So we have to do the labor. So God cannot give anything. If you do the labor, you can earn everything. So according to this, aim of education is to develop the capacity of a self-expression, development of power and intelligence for self-existence, adaptation to environment, attainment of pleasure, present and future happiness, preservation of cultural heritage, natural development, autonomous development. Okay, so according to Rousseau, sense organs must be developed to acquire knowledge. Hello, କେହି ବି ଆସିନାହାନ୍ତି? ମୁଁ କରିବା କଥା, ମୁଁ ପୁରା ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ନଉଛି। ହବ, ଆପଣ ଜଏନ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି ନା, ସେଟା ଅଟୋମେଟିକ ଦିଆ ହେଇଛି, କେହି ଜଏନ୍ କରିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ହେଲା। ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ କାମ କରନ୍ତୁ, ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ଥାନ୍ତୁ, ରେକର୍ଡିଂ ହଉଛି ନା ତାଙ୍କର, ମୁଁ କରିଦଉଛି। Okay. Dear students, 1 minute.
Yes,
Just
sir.
I came back with 1 minute. ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟରେ ଫେରୁଛି, ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସରେ ରେକର୍ଡିଂ ଖାଲି କରିଦେଇକି ଆସୁଛି।
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let us listen. According to Rousseau, sense organs must be developed to acquire knowledge of various kinds and then to emphasize upon sensory, bodily, mental, social, and moral development of the individual. A very nice talk he have been quoted. Very nicely he has presented this statement. What? Sense organs must be developed. We can develop our sense organ like eyesight, our hearing ability, our smelling, all
Smell,
the
taste.
all the sense organs. How? Emphasizing upon sensory, bodily, mental, social, and moral development. You listen.
Overall development.
Yes. Think about Chanakya. All of you know who is Chanakya? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Who
sir.
is Chanakya?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who is
Yes, sir.
Chanakya?
Teacher of Chandragupta Maurya.
Yes. Teacher of Chandragupta Maurya. As well as Ashok. Ashok was also disciple of Chanakya. Chanakya, whose actual name was Kautilya, he thought of for unseparated India, Akhanda Bharata. He had the dream for Akhanda Bharata during that time with a single disciple, that is Chandragupta Maurya. And it was true, and he proved himself. Every moment he gave training to his disciple, both Chandragupta as well as Ashoka, how to become the real ruler and do for the nation and society, how to defend the enemies. शास्त्र ज्ञान ठारू आरंभ करी युद्ध विद्या पर्यंत नीति भ्यालु एजुकेशन ठू आरंभ करी समस्त दैनंदिन चलनी पर्यंत एवरीथिंग taught to his disciple. So how? Now to strengthen the गोटे सीरियल देखुଥିଲି चाणक्यंकर चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य को से केमती डेभलप करिसंती तार सेंस ऑर्गन गुडा को से एते पावरफुल करिथिले जे जणे जदि आखि की धूली पकई दउची ताहाले से अन्य को अटैक करि परिबो त सेंस ऑर्गन थ्रू रे जानि परिबो आमे टीवी रे देखिचे फिल्म देखिचे किंतु दैट वाज रियल अकॉर्डिंग टू हर्बर्ट स्पेंसर self preservation which is preservation of body and mind. What is the meaning of preservation of body and mind? Who can say? What is the meaning of preservation of body and mind? Anyone?
Preservation means like conservation.
Yes.
Like-
Of body and mind.
Body को अपने केमती निज भितरे आयत्त करके
Sir,
रखियो body
physically, sir, physically and
Mentally.
ଦେହ ଆଉ
yes, sir.
ମନକୁ ସାର୍ ଆୟତ୍ତ କରିକି ରଖିବା ସେଇଟା
Yes. ସେଇ କଥାଟା ମୁଁ କହିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ସେଇ ଯୋଉ ମନକୁ ଦେହକୁ ଆୟତ୍ତ କରି ରଖିବ କଣ ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଦେଲେ ଆମେ ଜାଣିପାରିବା
Discipline, ଶୃଙ୍ଖଳା.
Yes, discipline. ଆଉ କଣ?
Control.
ସଂଯମତା.
The control ଯୋଉଟା ନିଜ ଉପରେ
Yes.
sense organ ଉପରେ.
Yeah. Yes. How can we know that one can control upon his body and mind? From his behavior we can guess, we can know. If
Yes,
the
sir.
individual is disciplined, ଆମେ ଲାଇନରେ ସବୁ ଖାଇବାକୁ ଛିଡା ହେଇଛେ ଜଣେ ଲୋକ ସିଆଡୁ ଆସିଲା ସେ ନେତା ତାର ଗୋଟେ ପାୱାର ଅଛି କି କ୍ଷମତା ପଦରେ ଅଛି ସେ ପଶିକି ଆଗ ଥାଳିଟା ଦେଖେଇଲା ଅନ୍ୟମାନେ ସବୁ ଆଡେଇ ହେଇଗଲେ ଆମେ ଏଇ କଥା ଦେଖିଦେଲେ ଜାଣିଯିବା ତାର ମନ ଆଉ ଶରୀରରେ ସଂଯମତା ନାହିଁ ସେ ତାକୁ ଆୟତ କରିପାରିନି patience develop the patience quality of discipline be honest control your greediness.
Sense organ.
Yes, through controlling all sense organs, you can control your body and mind.
He
ବଢିଆ
is not
ମଟନ ଝୋଳ ମତେ ମତେ ସୁଗାର ହେଇଛି ବଢିଆ ମଟନଟେ ରୋଷେଇ ହେଲାଣି ବାସ୍ନା ଟପ୍ ଆସିଲାଣି ମୁଁ କଣ କରିବି ଯାଇକି 2 ପିସ୍ ଖାଇଦେବି so I proved myself that I am not controlling my body and my mind.
my
So
senses
self
organ.
control is must. Yes, thank you. So earning living, establishing a family and bringing up children. Once upon a time, you have heard, the king was visiting the kingdom with disguise. Outside of the home, the king heard there was a merrymaking inside the room. Knocked the door. The owner of the home opened the door. King got inside. Asked about the living condition of the family. The owner of the room, the home, replied, "Sir, I earned 1 rupee every day. With this 1 rupee, I gives food to 6 bellies, and I lend something in land, and I also recover my debt also." King became astonished. How it is possible with a 1 rupee note you are giving food to 6 bellies? In addition to that, you are repaying your debt as well as you are lending some amount of. Lastly, the owner of the house replied, "Sir, my parents are the debt. ମୁଁ ତାଙ୍କ ଯତ୍ନ ଦାୟିତ୍ୱ ନଉଛି ମୋତେ ପିଲାବେଳେ ସେ ଦାୟିତ୍ୱ ଯତ୍ନ ନେଇଥିଲେ ମୁଁ ସେ ଋଣ ପରିଶୋଧ କରୁଛି I am repaying my debt. Now I am taking care of my children. They will taking care of me during my old age."
Saving money.
Yes, Tasmita?
Saving money. Sir, ସେଟା saving money ଯୋଉଟା ତାଙ୍କର ପିଲା ପାଇଁ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଟା saving money.
Lending ମାନେ ସୁଧ ଲଗାଉଛନ୍ତି ଋଣ ପରିଶୋଧ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସୁଧ ଲଗାଉଛନ୍ତି lending money not saving. ତମେ କଣ କରୁଛ ସୁଧ ଲଗାଅ ଯୋଉଟା ସେଭ୍ ପଇସାଟା ସେଭ୍ କଲେ ସେ ତମକୁ ରିଟର୍ନ ଏତେ ଦବନି ତମେ ଯଦି ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କରେ ଥୋଇବ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କରେ କଣ ଏଟା ସେଭ୍ କରୁଛେ ଆମେ we are lending interest ପାଉଛେ
ଉଧାର ଦେବା
ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ ତ
Yes, sir.
ଆମେ ଉଧାର ଦେବା କୁହନ୍ତି
ସସ୍ମିତା
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ହଁ ଆମେ ଉଧାର actually କହିବାନି ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଆମେ ଡେଟ୍ ଆଉ ଲେଣ୍ଡ ଆମେ ସୁଧ ଦଉ ସୁଧ ପରିଶୋଧ କରୁ ଯାହା ତୁମେ ଭାବିପାର ଏଇଟା ହଉଛି ଏସେନ୍ସ ଯେ I am taking care of my old parents and I am taking care of my children because anticipating they will taking care of me or us during our old age and I fed all 6 mouth. What is this? This is known as preservation of body and mind. कारण से लोकटा ता बॉडी माइंड की एभली प्रिजर्व करिछि ता सेंस ऑर्गन को एभली मजबूत करिछि and able to with the small amount of income able to look after all these things. Yes or no? So it is your responsibility bringing up children, establishing a family. Who can do it? Who can control over their body and mind? नल से पागल हो जिवो नल घर छाड़ी पळै जिवो नले सुधरे ऋण रे बुडी जिवो नले सुइसाइड कर दबो बहुत खबर कागज रे पडुतिबो मरुडी हे गला कृषक आत्महत्या कर देले काई कर दियंती मो पिला को मु चळैबी केमिति मु लोनी हे गली ए भय रे use of leisure time should be devoted to the study and practicing painting, music, poetry, recreation, citizenship development, moral development. किंतु आमे लेजर टाइम जदी तास खेलिबा गॉसिपिंग करिबा टॉक अबाउट अगेंस्ट अदर्स अन्य लोक विरोध रे गपिबा सो दिस कैन नॉट बी ट्रीटेड एज कंट्रोल ओवर बॉडी एंड माइंड सो हु कैन कंट्रोल ओवर बॉडी एंड माइंड कैन यूज ऑल लीजर टाइम इकोनॉमिकली very valuable time. Then deconstructionism. John Dewey, John Dewey suggested this theory in the year 1920. In the year 1930, a group known as the frontier thinkers called upon the school to lead the way toward the creation of a new and morally equitable society. The leading spokesmen were George Count and Harold Robb. George Count and Harold Robb. एगुड़ा टिके पिले मन रखिबो जेतेले तमे ए सीटीटी ओटीटी बा सीबीटी दबो सेति बेले जे माने बीएड करिचो आ जो माने नेट क्लियर करिवो जेतु पीजी स्टूडेंट्स नेट परीक्षा दबो एगुड़ा सब आसेरी को थ्योरी के डेवलप करछन जॉर्ज काउंट हारोल्ड रॉब एडा सब टिके मन रखिबो व्हाट आर द एम्स ऑफ एजुकेशन ना टू प्रमोट ए क्लियर थॉट आउट program of social reform. Important focus is on social reform. Social reform. Development of powerful means possessed latently by the people. Social realization should be basic purpose of education. One is social reform. Raja Rammohn Rai. Lal Rajpat Rai.
Yes,
Bal Gangadhar.
Brahma Samaj.
Tapan. Hello.
ब्रह्म
Brahma
समाज
Samaj. जो प्रतिष्ठाता है
स्वामी
राजा
दयानंद
राममोहन राय।
सरस्वती
Swami Dayanand Saraswati, very good. Those are the social reforms.
आर्य समाज।
They brought reformation in the society, advocating that or abolishing Satidaha Pratha, remarriage of widows, objection, bring agitation against the child marriage, blind belief, all the social evils, against social evils. They raise their voice against social evils. Those are social reformers. Social realization should be the basic purpose of education. So after education or through education, one can realize what is society, what should be done, what should not be done. And we should be a social being. Capability to examine the cultural heritage. It is very important. To understand your culture, to enjoy your cultural backdrops, education must nurture the goal-like behavior of the children. Ability must be developed to translate ideas into practice. What idea you have to make it practiced. Educational activity must be socially purposeful and to create a conditioning of the meaningful. Socially purposeful and meaningful. This is very important. These are the aims. Another is existentialism. Existentialism proposes a philosophical theory known as existentialism, which developed as a reaction against both naturalism and idealism. A existentialism माने react करछंती कहा परे against naturalism and idealism. It is treated as the latest moment of European thought. Existentialism thought is the latest thought of European thought. And this philosophy is the newest to appear upon the intellectual sense. So Martin Heidegger, Karl Jasper, John Powell, these are the contributors of this theory. And as we discuss the aims of education to impart knowledge of self-existence, that is inner development of man. Self-existence means what? The inner development of man, development of real consciousness. It is very important. The essence of this theory is inner development of man. कौन तुम्हें बुझते मते कहलो what is inner development? किए जने कहलो what is inner development?
Inner development means inner feelings, emotions, thinking,
Very good, nice.
creativity.
Your feeling.
Moral development,
yes.
social development, whole
So
development
all-round
is called inner.
development. So all-round development.
It's very important for us, and we can help.
Yes, it is all right. Inner means
ଅନ୍ତର୍ନିହିତ ଶକ୍ତିର ବିକାଶ।
your thought आमे भेराइटी ऑफ अदर करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज करूचे स्कूल रे कॉलेज रे why to bring
So
out
it may be
the inner
creativity,
ability of the
creativity
learners.
does improve.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay, thank you. Then to develop all aspects of his inner self, his feelings, emotions, thinking, awareness, sense of aesthetic, poetic values, emotional feelings, self expressions. You have master's degree, but हठात तुमको जनको डाकी निया गला गाँ रे सभा करूछन तुम एमए करूछ बीएड करिछ ए सार टिके दीपद कहले पिला मानकु तुम हेटु भय कर ए मु कोन कहबी एन थरिब तुम गोडा हाथ. We cannot say you are not developed internally. ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ହାଇ ସ୍କୁଲରେ ପଢୁଥିଲି ଜଷ୍ଟ ମନେ ପଡୁଛି ଜଣେ ପଲିଟିକାଲ ସାଇନ୍ସ ଲେକ୍ଚରର ତାଙ୍କୁ ସେ ହଠାତ୍ ଡାକିଦେଲେ ଷ୍ଟେଜକୁ ଭାଷଣ ଦେବେ. ରଘୁ ଦିବାକର फांसी दिवस एप्रिल 4 तारिख पालन होता है. आम सब अष्टम ना नवम पाठ पढ़ुलु. आई हैव सीन दैट लेक्चरर वाज ट्रिम्बलिंग पूरा एमती थरला पूरा कौन कह बोली किछि कहि पाइलानी. वी लाफ्ड at towards him. So
Due to
dear
lack of
learners,
speaking,
eh?
due to lack of
Tapasya.
speaking knowledge.
No, it is his nervousness, fear. तापने को से जानी नाहंती कि
Sir,
जने
due to
अध्यापक एमए पास
lack
करी
of
अध्यापक
confidence.
होइछंती केमती. हां, lack of
Sir, due
confidence.
to lack of confidence.
Yes, yes. So therefore, I request you all, always we should develop the confidence within us and we should learn, participate in different forums, attend the seminars. Our college is going to organize a national seminar on 15th and 16th March. जदि किए चाहिए आसिक मध्य पेपर प्रेजेंट करि परिबो तार अछि रजिस्ट्रेशन लिंक फिंग मु तुम ग्रुप रे शेयर कर देछि बदे तुम ग्रुप रे देखिछ तो शेयर करिछि ब्रोचर टा. हैव यू गॉन थ्रू इट
Again,
और
Sir,
नॉट?
can,
yes sir, yes
sir,
sir.
can I participate in this program?
Yes, yes. National seminar throughout the participants from the country, every corner of the country we are inviting. Why you are not? Okay, it is
Okay,
open to everybody. So you prepare, try your best from to contribute a good paper. So that will be published in a ISBN number. If the papers are qualitative, selective papers will be published in the book. Okay. So do in deep and participate in different forums and activities and platforms which can give you the scope to build up your confidence. Then virtue of life, it is very important. Freedom, self examination, self awareness, humanism, inner peace and self realization. Another is pragmatism. Charles S. Peir, William James, George Herbert, John Dewey, Russell. These are the philosophers who advocated pragmatism. Understand it and remember it, very important. Pragmatism has 4 important forms. What are they? One is humanistic pragmatism. All truth are human truth to be verified on the criterion of reality. All
Sir,
truth are
what is
human truth.
pragmatism? Sir, what is
कौन
pragmatism?
कहला?
Pragmatism माने
Yes.
कौन?
Very simple. तुम्हें तार इंटरनल मीनिंग जानिया चाहछ ना लिटरेरी मीनिंग जानिया चाहछ? लिटरेरी मीनिंग तुम
Sir,
मोबाइल
internal
देखो पाइ.
meaning. No,
Yes.
sir, internal meaning.
गोटे सिंपल एग्जांपल कहूची तुम बुझी परिबो. Just you are MS students. You will attend the class, read every day 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, like that. Prepare your note, thoroughly prepare and sit examination, and you must get success. So it is known as naturalism. It is known as naturalism because you believe on your labor. Understood?
Sir.
Okay. Some students are there, never open the book, but when examination knock at the door, go to the temple, pray the god and goddess, and believe on their fate and sit the examination. They are the idealists. But those are pragmatists, those who are believe on pragmatism, philosophy of pragmatism, they believe on both. First labor, then result. First labor, then result. You can get more idea after discussion of these four forms of pragmatism. The one, first one is humanistic.
Sir, ଏଥିରେ blind ଯାଇପାରିବ କି?
Blind belief ଟା pragmatism ରେ କେମିତି ଯିବ? Blind belief ଟା କଣ? Blind belief is known as unconsciousness of the mind. Blind belief, untouchability is also an example of a blind belief. So it is the unconsciousness state of your mind. So ବୁଝି ପାଇଲିନି blind belief अर्थ କଣ? ତୁମେ କଣ blind belief ବୁଝଛ ମତେ କହିଲ?
ସାର୍ କିଛି ଜିନିଷ ଜଣେ କହିଲେ ଆମେ ତା ଉପରେ ଷ୍ଟଡି ନ କରିକି ସେ ଜିନିଷ ବିଲିଭ କରିବା।
ହଁ says blindly we have to believe others with us କିନ୍ତୁ pragmatism କଣ ସେୟା କହିଲା? ମୁଁ ତମକୁ କହିଲି ପରା ଫାଷ୍ଟ
No, sir.
work hard to get
pragmatism କହୁଛି sir
कर्म ही भगवान
sir
sir
pragmatism ଆଜ୍ଞା sir pragmatism କହୁଛି କୌଣସି କିଛି କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ କରିବା ତା ଏକ୍ସପେରିମେଣ୍ଟ କରିବା ତାକୁ ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଫିକ ତାକୁ ଆମେ ପ୍ରୁଭ କରିବା ଆଜ୍ଞା sir ଏଟା ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଫିକ ପ୍ରୁଭ ହେଲେ ସେଇଟା ସେ କହିବ ଯେ pragmatism based on experiment action and ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ୱାର୍ଡ ଅଛି ତିନିଟା ଉପରେ action ଉପରେ ବେସ୍ କରେ experiment
ଆମେ এই four important forms let us discuss, then you can get your answer. Okay, first one is humanistic pragmatism. All truth are human truth to be verified on the criterion of reality. जे मते अनिता पचारुथिल, you read this sentence. All truth are human truth to be verified. सत्य को तमे जोटा पचारुथिल अन्य माने कहिले हमें ब्लाइंड बिलीव करिवा। Pragmatism से कहला कि pragmatism advocates no, don't believe others blindly. If he told or she told, you verify it. You verify it. What is reality? What is the real fact? Then if it is all right, then you can accept. एथर बुझियाला अनिता? अनिता?
Again sir. Yes sir, again.
Second को जिबा experimental pragmatism जोटा इना कहउतिले तपन truth is that which may be experimentally proved. Oil floats on water. Through experiment we know it. H2O forms what? H2O forms what?
water
water
two hydrogen and one oxygen atom.
Yes, that is experimental pragmatism. Then normalist pragmatism. The result of an experiment are always particular and concrete, never general and abstract. But experiment आमे करूजे, the result a particular होउची. Yes or no? Result is always particular.
yes sir
H2O रखिले water टा पाइबा ना air पाइबा.
water
Biological pragmatism. The ultimate aim of all knowledge is harmony of man with his environment. The ultimate aim of knowledge is harmony of man with his environment. This is biological pragmatism. जोटा मु कहउतिली आमे जहा काम कले आमे कथारे कहउने जे जेमति कर्म करियो ता फल से पाइबो. My mother always told left hand will responsible for its deeds, right hand is responsible for its deeds. ओडिया रे से कहे बाम हातर पाप डाहाण हाथ नबनी कि डाहाण हातर पाप बाम हाथ नबनी सब बेले से कथाटे कहे मु पिला बेले सुनिछि my mother always speaks this. Why? That means who will do the labor in a constructive manner, he or she can get the result. God will bless him or her. ईश्वर ताकू आशीर्वाद करी से भल फल पाइबो केते बेले if he can do his or her duty properly. जे कर्तव्य करिवनी ईश्वर ताकू फल देबेनी. That is biological pragmatism. The ultimate aim to all knowledge is harmony of man with his environment. ता environment रे तार कर्म ताकू फल दिए आमे कहूचे लोक पाप कले नरक को जाए नरक को गोटे जगह अछि कोठी हैव यू सीन नरक वेयर इज नरक
No, sir.
No, sir.
एट
No,
हियर
sir.
Hi, sir.
here we can enjoy if we do good things, we suffer if we do bad things.
Sir, କୁହନ୍ତି ଯୋଉ ପୂର୍ବ ଜନ୍ମର କର୍ମ ସେଇଟା କଣ ରିଏଲ sir?
ପୂର୍ବ ମୁଁ ଏତେ କ୍ଲିୟର ନୁହେଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ ଏତେ ତତ୍ତ୍ୱ ମତେ ମୋ ପାଖେ ଜଣା ନାହିଁ ଯଦି ଆମେ ପୌରାଣିକ ଦୃଷ୍ଟିରୁ ଦେଖିବା ଗୋଟେ ଭିନ୍ନ ମତ ପାଇବା ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଫିକାଲି ଦେଖିଲେ ତା ମତ ହେଉଛି ଭିନ୍ନ ହେଲା. So under this aim of education is cultivation of a dynamic and adaptable mind. Mind should be dynamic and adaptable. What is adaptable? Suppose you are a teacher, you are inside the classroom. You are a teacher, you are inside the classroom. A hearing impaired child is there. He cannot listen. So what shall I do? Being a teacher, I should take care of him. How? Now adopt other techniques, other skill like sign language or show the symbols so that the child can understand, so that I can facilitate as a teacher to the child. Who is Gayatri Pradhan? Why did you message your enrollment number? Gayatri Pradhan. मैं तुमको शेष जाए देखिबा को चाहे क्लास वाला पर्यंत. So develop personality of a child which may help the child to restructure his experience to solve problems through experimentation. Not only child, every individual. So in case of our cases also, through experimentation or through experiment, we can solve our problem. We can reconstruct our knowledge. We can develop our personality. The growth of development of a child, but the forms and standards of these not pre-existing, nor as they permanent and fixed. Today, in past, we believed on teacher-centered approach. Yes or no? We believed on teacher-centered approach. But few years after, the research undertaken, the educationists, the philosophers, psychologists, the administrators, educationists, they believed that no, teacher-centered approach is not appropriate. The students are not getting benefit from the approach. So, then advocated for learner-centered approach. So, the idea shifted from teacher-centered to learner-centered. After some years, the research studies and experiences, observations realized by others that so it is not so effective, though it gives more effective than teacher-centered approach, but it is, did not fulfill the objective really. So now it is shifted to learning-centered approach today. So that is here the growth and development of a child, but the forms and standards of these are not pre-existing, nor are they permanent and fixed. Permanent key, teacher-centered ko ame shift kale kodi ki learner-centered approach. Now it is shifted to learning-centered approach. So it is not permanent.
Learning-centered is best for us.
Okay. So based on present and future and must be subject to modification. We are learning history is there. बेले बेले मो मन रे प्रश्न आसला पिला बेले अरे इतिहास तो कोन घटितिला कोन नाही इटा कोन गोटे कोर्स रे पढा जाउची आ काई पढी घोषा घोषी मोर भारी एलर्जी की इतिहास मन रहनी घोषा घोष करिया पड़े एटा कोन आवश्यक अछि. Yes, Yes, without knowing the past, you cannot think about present. Without past and present, you cannot have a plan for future. ମୁଁ ଯଦି ମୋର କଲେଜ କ୍ୟାରିୟରକୁ ଚିନ୍ତା କରିବି, ମୁଁ କେମିତି ପଢୁଥିଲି, କେମିତି ପ୍ରିପେୟାର କରୁଥିଲି, ମୁଁ କଣ ରେଜଲ୍ଟ ପାଇଥିଲି, ମୁଁ ଆକର୍ଡିଂଲି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ତମକୁ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିବି। ଆରେ ମୁଁ ଏଇଆ କରିଥିଲି, ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ଏଇ ମୋର ସଫର କରିଥିଲି, ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ମୋ ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ଆକୁ ଆଗକୁ ଚେଞ୍ଜ କରିଦେବି, এইଭଳି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଗାଇଡ କଲେ ସେମାନେ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ବେଟର ରେଜଲ୍ଟ କରିବେ। So basing on my past, I can prepare you in present. I can make the future planning, how it will be developed day by day. So all are interlinked. Present cannot leave past, future cannot exist without past and present. बुझियला? So this is help for modification of a behavior. Then logical positivism. This is very important. Logical positivism. Logical positivism is a philosophical thinking of 20th century. A recent Rodolph Carnap, Neuro, H. File, P. Frank, H. Ayer. These are from London. They supported this theory, and according to this theory, emphasis upon developing conceptual clarity. When we are inside the classroom, our teachers give focusing on what? To give you the conceptual clarity. Means the child should understand. There is a sentence you may hear, without forgetting there is no learning. But forgetting should be intellectual or judicious. Means if you understand and forget, it is all right. You can recall at any moment, any time. If you cannot forget, if you cannot understand, remember it through rote learning. Once you forget means, Pratibha Das, please mute yourself. Pratibha Das, please mute your mic. Okay. So, if you have not understand, you forget means it will go forever. Okay? So, forgetting is not bad, it is good. But after understand, after conceptual clarity, if you forget, it is all right. So emphasis should be given on conceptual clarity. If there is a conceptual clarity, ମୁଁ ଆଜି ଦିନେ ମତେ ଯଦି କହିବ ମ୍ୟାଥମେଟିକ୍ସ ଅବଷ୍ଟ୍ରାକ୍ଟ ଥିଲା, ମୋର ମ୍ୟାଥମେଟିକ୍ସ କଲେଜରେ ପଢିନି, ହାଇ ସ୍କୁଲ 10th ଯାଏଁ ପଢିଥିଲି, AQ plus BQ plus CQ minus 3ABC is equal to A plus B plus C whole into A square plus B square plus C square minus AB minus BC minus CA. LHS or RHS नहीं कि प्रूव करिवा, एबे मु कहि दिबी आंसर करि परिबी, I can do it. सूत्रटा ठीक कहली तो जे साइंस पिला छ मैथमेटिक्स पिला ठीक को ठीक कहली ना भूल कहली? Am I right?
Yes sir, ठीक कहछन।
Yes sir.
So root 2 एक अपरिमेय संख्या, root 3 एक अपरिमेय संख्या, prove it. So during class 9, 10, in the year 89 and 90, I learned it. So due to conceptual clarity, today I can do. ମୁଁ ବୁଝିଥିଲି ଠିକ ରେ mathematics ଟା. Similarly, focus is
सर
on
आपण सेबेटो
concept.
पढ़ी के मन रखचंदी, एबे पिला माने कहले भी एबे मन रखना दे, आजि कहले काली भूली जाउछ।
बुझु नांती परे, अरे सेटा बुझिबा दरकार। जदि तमरे थरे बुझी गल, मैथमेटिक्स से हो, फिजिक्स से हो, ते बुझी गल, it will remain in your mind forever. So after understanding, you forget. But before understanding, you never forget. Eh?
सर ଏବେ इजीली
Suppose
अवेलेबल ହେଇ ଯାଉଛି YouTube ରେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସାର୍ ବେଶୀ ଧ୍ୟାନ ଦେଉନାହାନ୍ତି ଛୁଆ ମାନେ ପାଠ ପଢିବା ପାଇଁ।
ପୁରା ଧ୍ୟାନ ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି କଣ ସେ ନଷ୍ଟ ହେଇଯିବେ। ମାନେ ମୋ ପୁଅକୁ ତ ମୁଁ ଡାକିଲେ ସେ ତାର ୟୁଟ୍ୟୁବ ଟାକୁ ବେଶୀ ପ୍ରିଫର କରୁଛି ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି ଏବେ। କଣ କରିବା?
यस सर।
Developing an ability to make a language analysis so that meaningful and sensible conclusions may be drawn. Always meaningful and sensible conclusion. There is a topic in Odia medium schools, ସାଇତି ରଖିବା ସଜାଡ଼ି ରଖିବା।
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
Class 4 ରେ
What
ଅଛି
are the
sir.
teachers doing? What are the teachers doing while teaching this topic? They are asking some questions related to the literature. What is the necessity? ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ କଣ ସେଟା ପଶ୍ଚି ଟେକ୍ସଟ ରେ ଏଣ୍ଟ୍ରି କରା ଯାଇଛି? No. To inculcate the values among the children, how to they can be disciplined, keep their things orderly, and get at the time of necessity. This is the chief objective. But actually the students are not, the teachers are not helping in learning that skill, inculcating that value. We are giving some questions, knowledge type questions, and they are answering. That is over. All the topics you see in any school education, it may be English literature, it may be Sanskrit literature or Hindi or Odia. So number of moral topics are there. 3 questions. There is a topic, there is 3 questions. Another is যে কোনসি বিষয় কো এয়ার পলিউশন द मेन एक्ट क्लास 9 इंग्लिश रे बधे अछि। So what is the it जो कहला how it is meaningful and sensible, that should be drawn as conclusion of the topic, and that value must be put in the mind of the children. As a teacher we should be careful for that. All round development of the personality of a child. All round development means constructive thought, constructive feeling, constructive attitude, constructive चोर चोरी करूची डकैत केते सुंदर पुलिस की धोली देकी डकैत करी पळौची। Can we say it is constructive thought? No, it is destructive. We are
Which may
cheating
be
others, not
harmful in
constructive. कौन तापस?
which may be very
Yes.
harmful in future.
Yes. So that is all round development of the personality. To impart education through the method of language analysis. Most of the teachers, I am observing number of classes during my teaching career in school education as a senior teacher educator, as a diet faculty. I assigned 2 blocks as a vice officer in charge. I visited different schools and supervising the classes of teachers several times. Today I am visiting the supervising the B.Ed students classes in different schools. So I have better experience because I joined as a school teacher. Now I am in college assistant professor. So I know what is school education, what is secondary school education, what is college education, general college education, what is training, teachers training institutions education. Everything I know, I have experience. So language analysis is that there is no language analysis. आम पिला पाठ पढ़िया गले से इंग्लिश पढ़ाऊँगी इंग्लिश पढ़े कौन गोटे पाराग्राफ पढ़े कौन से किए राम जाइला से कृष्ण ताको मारिदेले कंस को धइले एगुड़ाक से इनफॉरमेशन पे खाली इंग्लिश पढ़ाऊँ आम नो टू लर्न द लैंग्वेज आइटम्स हाउ टू मेक सिनोनिमी एंटोनिमी हाउ टू फॉर्म सेंटेंसेस हाउ टू पैसिव एंड एक्टिव what is opposition, what is narration, everything is inbuilt. Yes, everything that should be learned through language. That is language analysis. So a teacher must analyze the language and help the child to learn the language and skills. In addition to 4 important basic language skills, These are should be developed. Stock of vocabulary. So we are giving importance on that. Likely other subjects are also like that. So this is all about 1110, unit 10. Now we are in unit 11. What is it? The aims and goals of education, modern Indian context. In the period from 1813 to 1854. Just I am telling you, you listen. The formal education started during the East India Company. Before ruling over England, East India Company ruled over India. During that time, during 1813, East India Company ruled over India. भारत को ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी शासन करथिला, इंग्लैंड शासन करनथिला. For the first time, a provision of 1 lakh rupees allotment was made by East India Company for spreading education of the public for a year. Then, after 20 years, Mackall's Minute came into force. Then 1854, Wood's Dispatch came into force. In the year 1857, there was a revolution. And after that revolution, the total administration of India taken or shifted to the British Parliament. So सिपाही विद्रोह पर Parliament, direct British Parliament हमको शासन कला. Then all the steps were taken for education of Indians by British government. And after independence, after 1947, our government has been taking number of steps and provisions, made the provisions for educating the citizens of India. Okay, this is 3. One is formal education, means during East India Company, during British rule, and during today, in after our independence, post-independent era. से कथा गुड़ा मु लिखि कहिछि. The period between 1854 to 1900, the period 91 to 21, period between 1921 to 37, 37 to 40, the period between 1940 to 45, then post-independence area. During post-independence era, the first commission was University Education Commission, set up in the year 1948, and it submitted its report in the year 1949. And this commission is also known as what? Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Commission, because Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan was the chairman of University Education Commission. After independence, this is the first education commission. Then Secondary Education Commission, 1952 to 53. This commission gave stress on vocational efficiency, development of personality, education for leadership. After that, Indian Education Commission. Eta lekho eta khali Education Commission ete slide re achi. It is Indian Education Commission. You write it. Indian Education Commission by Kothari Commission. Dr. D.S. Kothari was the chairman of this committee or this commission. So it is known as Kothari Commission also. It is known as Indian Education Commission. Commission was appointed in the year 1964. After 2 years, the commission submitted its report. It reported as increasing national productivity. Increasing through education, we have to increase the national productivity. Achieving social and national integration. Accelerating the process of modernization. Cultivating social, moral, and spiritual values. Social values, moral values, spiritual values. This should be cultivated among the learners. Then, National Policy on Education 1968. The major aim of this policy was promotion of national progress and security, radical construction of the education system to improve its quality at all stages, greater attention to the development of science and technology. Focus was given on science and technology, cultivation of moral values and a closer relation between education and the life of the pupil, development of a sense of common citizenship and culture, strengthening of national integration, equal opportunity to every child to help him develop his full personality, provision of a free and compulsory education for all children up to the age of 6 to 14, Article 45 of the Constitution. But today, it has been shifted to, Article 45 जो provision, it has been shifted to another article. What is that article? Can you say?
Article
Sir,
21.
Article 21.
Okay. As per 86th amendment,
Sir, Article
in the year
45. Again, sir.
as per
Sir,
86th
Article 45
amendment,
ଟା ଏବେ ହେଇଯାଇଛି
Right and compulsory education, sir.
yes.
21
Free and compulsory education.
After, note it, after 66th amendment in the year 2002, Government of India brought
Sir, 86 amendment na 67? 86 amendment na 67?
86th.
Again, sir.
86th amendment in the year 2002. Now it is under Article 21A, free and compulsory primary education to the children of the age group 6 to 14. Okay? Now Article 45, it is fundamental right. Now it is in fundamental right. But before it was in Article 45, which is DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policy. Now this Article 45 reads with ECCE. Someone of you told early childhood care and education.
I+3+3+4.
Then ECC early childhood care and education Anganwadi before 6 years.
Sir, 0 to 6 years. 0 to 6 years.
National Policy on Education 1986. Then NPE 1986 came into force. Under this policy, education is essential for all. This is fundamental to our all-round development, both material and spiritual. It defines sensitivities and perceptions that contribute to national cohesion, a scientific temper and independence of mind, promotion of national integration and adherence to certain values and concerns through the introduction of a national core curriculum. Focused out national core curriculum. National core curriculum. NP 1986 मारिबो Google रे core curriculum टाको नोट करी रखिबो पढिबो क्वेश्चन ता रिलेटेड बहुत समय आसे. Observance of secular, scientific and moral values, because India is a secular country, so that value should be inculcated in the mind of the Indian citizens. Indians. Scientific temper and moral values. Creation of an awareness of the importance of protection of environment and observance of a small family norm. Stress on commitment of the youth to manual work and social service. Education develops manpower for different levels of the economy. ए सब गुड़ाक हमको नजर दबार अच्छी. Similarly, Acharya Ramruti committee was there. Policy framework for reforms 2000, Ambani Birla report, then NCF 2005. Another very important is Dollar's Commission's report. 4 types of learning: learning to know, learning to do, learning to live together, learning to be. Learning to know means to acquire the instruments of understanding. Learning to do means to act creatively on one's environment. Learning to live together means to participate and cooperate with each other. Learning to be means an essential progression which proceeds from the previous three. ये तीनटा आकरो हमें एटा पाइबा. This is all about unit 11. आउ रहिला जहा ताकू नेक्स्ट क्लास रे डिस्कशन करिवा. ओके, थैंक यू ऑल.
Thank you, sir.
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 Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.